Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonenu Kadosh Shemo. Beautiful! That's beautiful, kid. Well done.
So every time we have shul, I'm responsible for buying all the food for Kiddush. We come to Dagim every time. And buy the usual pots and herring.
I'm Daniel Stander.
And what is your position in the in New Stoke Newington Massorti community?
I've no idea, although I have heard people refer to me as the Gunzamacher, which is not a phrase I ever thought I would associate with myself.
Yeah, really, why is that?
I guess because they were the people in the shul that I grew up with that were really involved in shul life, and I wasn't really involved in shul life.
I see.
The situation here 10 years ago was in this area, Stoke Newington, there was many places for a Jew to go and pray. There was no shortage of that. The trouble is there were probably 70 ultra-Orthodox Haredi synagogues, stiebels, tiny little places. There really wasn't anywhere. And so I always used to say it was a bit like the Goldilocks story, that there were too hot and there was too cold, but there wasn't anything that felt just right. And so a few of us sat round actually this kitchen table and said, it's time we had a community that was very traditional, but also egalitarian and modern and equal for men and women. And there wasn't anything like that in the area. And so we founded our own.
I live in the heart of Stamford Hill, surrounded by probably hundreds, possibly hundreds of little shuls. Not one of them can remotely suit me and my needs, and in that sense it's quite a miracle that there's New Stoke Newington shul that is not too religious, is egalitarian, is not rigid in any way, belongs to Massorti. Everything suddenly fits in.
Hi Jacob, come in. Hiya.
I think what makes our shul unique is where we're located. We are in a city, we are urban, and that makes us a bit different. I think most other Massorti shuls are in London, they're out in the suburbs, and we have a very, we have a diverse mix of people, and we have a very young congregation.
The big difference between Stoke Newington Massorti and the other Massorti communities, certainly that I've encountered, is most of them are much bigger than we are. We're still very small. We don't have a building. We meet in people's houses, in fact in one couple or one family's basement.
So I'm moving everything about and making sure this looks like a synagogue for tomorrow morning.
Everything is taken out of here, upstairs into my daughter's bedroom, or our bedroom, and hey presto, it's a shul.
We're still at the stage that all these other communities were at the beginning. And I've spoken to people at New North London and they look with envy at us because without exception they all say the best years, the years they still cherish, were at the very beginning when they were moving from house to house. There's something about the intimacy and closeness of being a very small community at the very beginning of your journey. One day I hope Stoke Newington Massorti has a huge building and it's 3,000 people and you don't know everyone there. But right now it's a small, genuine, close-knit community and I quite like that.